Let me say something that almost nobody in finance wants to admit out loud. Financial freedom is boring, not exciting, not flashy, not Instagram-worthy. And if that sounds disappointing, that's actually a very good sign, because it means you're finally getting close to true financial freedom, not the fake version sold online. Real financial freedom isn't about winning big. It's about not worrying. It's about quiet wealth, boring money systems, and calm money habits that work whether you're paying attention or not. And today, I want to show you what financial freedom really looks like, why it feels boring, and why that boredom is exactly what creates wealth without stress, financial stability, and long-term money peace. If you've ever felt skeptical watching flashy finance videos, if hustle culture feels exhausting, or if you're tired of chasing financial freedom instead of living it, you're in the right place. Before we go any further, hit subscribe. This channel is about long-term wealth building, stress-free finances, and understanding money as a system, not a gamble. No hype, no get-rich-quick myths, just calm, practical thinking that actually works. All right, let's talk about why boring is the goal. Here's the trap most people fall into. They think financial freedom is supposed to feel exciting. They expect big dopamine hits, sudden lifestyle upgrades, constant motion, something always happening. But excitement is volatility, and volatility is the opposite of financial independence. In reality, the people who have the most sustainable wealth usually describe their finances with words like predictable, automated, quiet, simple, which sounds boring until you realize what boring actually means. Boring means bills are paid automatically, money grows in the background, stress slowly disappears, decisions get easier, not harder. You're not reacting, you're not scrambling, you're not constantly adjusting. That's not failure, that's success. And once you see this clearly, you stop chasing fake freedom and start building the real thing. Why our brains expect money to be exciting. Let's talk about why boredom feels wrong at first. Your brain is wired to chase novelty, urgency, quick rewards. That wiring made sense for survival, but it's terrible for money. That's why hustle culture works so well online. It constantly feeds urgency. It makes movement feel like progress. But urgency is a terrible foundation for long-term wealth building. When money decisions are driven by excitement, they're often driven by fear of missing out, comparison, impatience, the need to feel like you're doing something, and those emotions don't compound, they exhaust you. Boring money systems remove emotion from the equation. They reduce decision fatigue. They slow everything down. And when emotion leaves, clarity shows up. Social media broke our expectations. Scroll for 5 minutes and you'll see screenshots, luxury lifestyles, passive income, claims, overnight success stories. What you don't see is volatility, burnout, anxiety, constant pressure to keep earning. Most of that income depends on attention. Miss a month, miss an upload, miss momentum, and the system cracks. That's not freedom. That's just fragile success. True financial freedom doesn't need you to stay visible. It doesn't require constant energy. It doesn't panic when you step away. It works quietly, even when you disappear. That's why quiet wealth lasts. What financial freedom actually looks like. Let's make this real. True financial freedom looks like boring routines, automatic finances, simple money systems, passive wealth systems. Your income doesn't spike. It stabilizes. Your expenses don't creep. They're controlled. Your stress doesn't rise. It fades. You stop checking accounts emotionally. You stop reacting to headlines. You stop chasing returns just to feel something. Money becomes background noise, and that's the goal. Boring systems create optionality. Here's what boring finances give you that flashy ones don't. Options. When your money is stable, you can say no without panic. You can slow down without fear. You can pivot calmly when life changes. Exciting money often locks you in. It demands attention. It raises the stakes. Boring money sets you free. That's the paradox. Mid-video subscribe. Natural break. Quick pause. If this way of thinking about money feels grounding, subscribe. This channel exists to replace noise with clarity and hype with systems that actually hold up over time. All right. Now, let's talk about protection. Why boring money is safer. Boring systems survive bad days. They're built for missed paychecks, market swings, unexpected expenses, life disruptions. Flashy strategies depend on perfect timing. Boring strategies depend on consistency. That's why financial stability compounds faster than excitement. Stability gives you time. Time gives you leverage. Leverage builds freedom. The hidden cost of exciting money. Exciting money usually means leverage speculation, risk stacking. Risk stacking feels smart, until one thing breaks. Most financial stress doesn't come from low income. It comes from fragile structures. Boring systems are boring because they're overbuilt. They assume things will go wrong, and still hold. That's why boring wins when conditions change. Consistency over intensity. Here's a rule worth remembering. Nobody builds wealth in sprints. They build it in boring repetition. That's consistency over intensity. The market doesn't reward excitement. It rewards patience. That's how compounding over time actually works. Quietly, slowly, relentlessly. Money, peace, is the real finish line. Let's redefine the goal. The goal isn't to feel rich. The goal is to feel unbothered. Money peace means fewer decisions, fewer surprises, fewer emotional swings. You don't feel powerful. You feel calm, and calm is underrated. Why this boredom feels uncomfortable. At first, when chaos leaves, your brain feels empty. That's normal. You've been conditioned to equate motion with progress, noise with importance, urgency with success. But boredom isn't stagnation, it's stability. And stability is where wealth grows quietly. If your financial life feels boring, predictable, and calm, you're doing it right. That boredom means systems are working, stress is gone, freedom is real. And once you truly understand this, you stop chasing excitement. Permanently. If this video helped reset how you think about money, subscribe. Every week we focus on wealth without stress, boring money systems that last, real financial freedom. No hype, no noise, just clarity. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.